Say hello to YouTube, mate. Everybody, meet Scarpa. Hello, hello. Hey, what's up everybody? So we're going to talk food and what we have for dinner while we're out on multi-day hikes. So over the past couple of years or so, we have been trying this stuff, the backcountry kind of dehydrated food that you just chuck a few hundred mils of hot water in and then let it sit for 10 minutes to rehydrate. But we've become a bit sick of that because it's a bit bland tasting, especially after multiple days out in the wilderness. So we're giving backcountry the flick for our upcoming adventure on the Overland Track. Past year or so, we've moved on to these little pasta packs. So they're very quick and easy, very light to carry. Again, it takes about 10 minutes just cooking it up. Bit of hot water and condensed milk. But again, after 3-4 days of this stuff, it's a bit bland. So the wife's after something different. Alright, so high excitement today in our household. Package of our new food has arrived. So for the upcoming overland, we're going to give the Strive food a bit of a crack. So this food company based down in Hobart, Tasmania, gets a lot of good feedback online. So we figured we'd give it a try to give us some variety. So we've got 8 days worth of food here. So it's a pretty sizable kind of weight. So let's open it up and we'll show you what we've purchased. So no more of this stuff, no more pasta, no more backcountry. Here we go, mate. All right. So it all comes nice and neatly packaged. So we ordered this on when did we order it? Monday, and it arrived Wednesday. So we went with an express post kind of offering. You can pick it up in store down in Hobart, but we elected to have it delivered up to us. So from a delivery point of view, this place is fantastic. Couple days to reach your front door. And everything's nice and compact. Lots of variety here. So we'll just show you what types of food we've actually got. So starting with breakfast. We've got a couple of different options here. So we've got what they call tropical porridge. We've got oats, coconut, mango, pineapple, coconut milk powder, a bit of sugar. So we've gone for 3 of those. You just add 1.25 cups. Cook on heat for 5 minutes. The other option for breakfast that we've gone for is this mountain muesli. So again, it's just oats, wheat flakes, bran flakes, coconut, sultanas, apricots, apple, peach, pear, sunflower seeds. So we've got a couple of good different options there for breakfast. Then for dinner and lunch, so we've got a whole variety here, 6 different varieties, all single serve packs. So they're all around, well, varying weights. So if we go through them, so this one's a vegetable laksa. Wheat noodles, coconut milk, mushrooms, beans, onions, spices, stock. So again, that looks like pretty hearty kind of feed for one person. So that we've got 3 of those. Total weight 135 grams per packet. Next we've got a mushroom, thyme and garlic pasta, 120 grams. So we've got 2 of those. And we've gone through another type of pasta, the creamy vegetable pasta. So this one is 145 gram per pack. So they're pretty well compressed kind of packages. So we've got 3 of those. Corn, cheese and vegetable risotto. So this one's a 180 gram pack. Hearty minestrone. So we've got 2 of these, 135 grams. And cooking for about 10 or 15 minutes until the pasta's cooked. Doesn't look too bad, that one. Pasta bolognese. So this one's 150 grams. So it's got everything in it. Oh, yeah, obviously your pasta, your dehydrated mince, sauces, a bit of cheese, and then just to add into the mix, depending on how we feel on any given night, we've got a couple of these meal complements. So these are dried mixed vegetables. So it's got mushroom, corn, peas, carrot, capsicum, onion, sugar, food, acid, mineral, salt. So 90 gram packets. Just to add into, or add a little bit of extra flavour to any one of these. So there you go. So that's pretty much, well, not all, but the majority of what my wife's going to be eating on the Overland in a couple of weeks. So we've got breakfast and these split amongst lunch and dinner. There you go. So that's what my wife will be eating on our upcoming Overland Track hike. So we've got no affiliation with Strive, let's just make that clear. This is going to be a completely unbiased view. We're going to tell you how easy or hard it is to prepare and what it tastes like. So if it tastes like crap, we're going to tell you it tastes like crap. If it tastes good, we're going to tell you it tastes good. So there's not going to be, like I say, any bias. This will be a real world review. On the job, on the hike, at the end of a long day hiking, we'll try to give you a good sense of what this food from Strive is all about. So let's go load all this up into the pack, head for Cradle Mountain and hit the trail. But before we head up to Cradle, let's go through what I'm going to take on the Overland Track. So I'm taking 2 little sacks here of food. The green one's obviously my main meals, and something a little different for me, I'm going to split all my little snacks into this little blue bag. So the total, would you believe, shade under 5 kilos of food. So that's going to be enough for 8 days, even though we're not spending a full 8 days on the Overland. There's a little bit of extra there in case of emergency. And my main food pouch, 3 kilos. Snack bag on its own is bang on 2 kilos. So let's go through in a little bit more detail as to what I'm going to be feeding myself over the next 7-8 days. And this is what 7.5 days of food on the Overland looks like for me. So we'll just go through day by day, a bit more detail. So day 1, morning of day 1, we'll be staying at the Big 4 caravan park up at Cradle, so we're just going to have breakfast there in the cabin with cornflakes, nothing fancy. Lunch on day 1, so we'll get some bananas on our way up to Cradle today, so I'm just going to have banana bread rolls, probably have that at Kitchen Hut or Fury Gorge in the muesli bar. Night 1 dinner at Waterfall Valley, so creamy bacon carbonara and a hot chocolate. These for me, nice and easy, really light to carry, only take 5-10 minutes, so it's no fuss kind of dinner. And then my snacks on day 1, so just some sultanas, some biscuits, a little energy bar and a Mars bar, plus an energy gel. So I come from a cycling background, so these are really good to give you that little spurt of energy. Normally I'd use a few of these an hour on the bike, but just on the Overland I'm just going to take one for a fine little hit of energy at the end of the day. Day 2, so for breakfast it's just going to be porridge and hot chocolate. That's enough to get me going in the morning. Lunch on day 2, it's about our only fresh kind of meal that we're going to have throughout the entire hike. So we're going to take these little bread wraps and In that we just put some tomato, carrots, cheese, we'll get some lettuce on the way up, so it's kind of like a little fajita type couple wraps. Dinner on day 2, honey soy chicken, backcountry. So I am getting a little bit sick of these, but it's just no fuss, easy to do. A few 100 ml of hot water in the pack, and then let it sit for 5-10 minutes. Doesn't taste the greatest, to be honest, but it works. Hot chocolate to end the day, and then throughout the day my snacks, just a little packet of biscuits, Mars bar, and another one of those energy gels. Day 3, the big one distance wise, from Windermere to New Pellion. So we'll start the day out again with porridge, hot chocolate. Lunch, again it'll be the same as what we had on day 2, just those kind of little bread wraps, tomato, carrot, cheese, lettuce, just wrapped up. A couple of those for lunch. Probably have those before we head down the hill to Frog Flats. Dinner that night, again just one of these pasta packs. This one's just a beef stroganoff with a hot chocolate. And the snacks through the day, so a little pack of sultanas, biscuits, Mars bar, the energy gel, and a little energy bar as well. Day 4, which we're going to treat as a rest day. We're just going to rest up at New Pellion Hut. Again, porridge, hot chocolate. Lunch, so we're not being that active on this day, so I'm just going to have a little tomato soup, a little cup of soup, Mars bar, sultanas, biscuits, muesli bar for lunch. For dinner that night, New Pellion Hut, another one of these backcountry vegetarian stir fries, washing it down with another hot chocolate. And snacks throughout the day, just a muesli bar, sultanas and energy gel. Day 5, New Pellion to Kia-Ora. So porridge, hot chocolate, start the day out. Lunch, roast chicken. We'll probably have that somewhere up around New Pellion Gap, depending on what the weather's going to be like that day. Dinner, Kia-Ora, so creamy bacon carbonara, then another one of these pasta packs. Quick, easy, simple. Washing it down with a hot chocolate. And snacks for the day, just sultanas, biscuits, Mars bar, and another energy gel. Day 6, porridge, hot chocolate for brekkie. Lunch, again another cup of soup, another tomato soup. Little biscuit packs, sultanas and Mars bar. Probably have these somewhere around the waterfall kind of area, Hartnett Falls. Dinner that night, just a spaghetti bowl, backcountry meal with hot chocolate. And snacks, just a biscuit, Mars bar and energy gel. Last full day on the Overland, starting out with porridge, hot chocolate. Lunch will be backcountry roast chicken. Dinner, creamy bacon carbonara and hot chocolate, wash it all down. And then the snacks during the day, a little biscuit pack and just a little bag of these little apricot coconut slices and another energy gel. And then the final morning. So we are planning on getting the ferry out on what we call day 8. So we'll just start the day out in Narcissus Hut with a porridge, hot chocolate, lunch, just a final tomato cup of soup, some cheese, Mars bar, mueslis, some sultanas, and that'll get us through to lunchtime. So we're getting I think it's the 1:30 ferry back to Lake St Clair, and just got a spare dinner there, creamy carbonara, just in case something happens. And then all of that, these are my little rubbish bags, just some little Ziploc plastic bags. What we take in, we take out. There you go, that's the food that we are both taking on the Overland Track. We start in a couple of days. It's going to be interesting to see how this pans out with the difference in food between him and her. One taking Strive food, something different, and the other, me, relying on the old faithful. So let's now go head up to Cradle and get into it. But we're heading this way. So let's go check out the Overland Track. For dinner tonight, this is Strive spaghetti bolognese. So that's one serve. It's hot, 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 hot. That's a big bowl. So
We're sharing it.
I'm sharing it because that's such a big meal for a single feed, but it looks, it actually doesn't taste too bad. So that's been on the boil for
Oh, yum. Yeah.
2 minutes or so. Might probably go to 4. Good.
Yeah. Porridge. Tropical porridge.
This is our review of the Strive Tropical Porridge. First morning on the Overland Track.
It's delicious.
Delicious. So again, it's a big serve. That's one person. Thumbs up again.
Yeah, they've done well.
This is cheese, corn and vegetable risotto from Strive. Again, single serve, it's huge. Thumbs up. And another winner. Risotto. Alright, so tonight we've got hearty minestrone from Strive. Took about 10 minutes to slowly cook up. What do you reckon, mate?
It's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah, it's alright. It's good.
Not great.
No, it's good.
After a long day, hit the spot.
Yeah. What are you having there? Nice way to start the morning.
So on the menu this morning, we've got the Strive Tropical Porridge. Again, it's a big serving. Alright, so this is the vegetable laksa from Strive. So we just put 600 mils of water into a pot.
I got that one at Aspire.
Veggie laksa, how's it taste?
Really good. Really, really yummy. I love it. Yum. Delish. Massive thumbs up. Smells awesome too. It's the next best thing to tasting like the real thing, but not quite.
Take a bite, come on.
I have. I need a bigger spoon.
Going to have our lunch here at Pellion Gap, just on the little platform here, trying to shelter out of the wind. So we've got creamy vegetable pasta here from Strive. So another review. We'll see how this goes. Just adding it 375 mils of water, stirring it up and letting it boil. So what's the verdict on the pasta?
Absolutely delicious. I'm not just saying that. It is really, really yummy. I didn't think I could eat a whole one, and I'm ready to go this whole thing. It is that good.
up for Strive yet again. Going two different directions tonight for dinner, so I'm going the backcountry roast chicken. Don't mind it, alright. Chicken tastes a bit rubbery, but comes with this mashed potato, which is absolutely delicious. And then for Strive, another review we'll do, hearty minestrone. Does take quite a while to cook. Cook on low heat for 15 minutes. Too tired, don't care, we're hungry, that's what we're having. So second time around for the hearty minestrone.
It's hitting the spot.
Hitting the spot.
Yeah. I like that this food is real. It makes it so much easier to take down when you're not feeling very hungry at all. It's good.
Nice work, Strive. Doing well. Lunch, day 6. We're at the Hartnett Falls turn off. The snow continues to come down fairly heavily. So we're cooking pasta lunch, something to warm us up a little. How beautiful is this? Good spot to rest up here. 5k in on the last walking day. Cup of soup.
And hot chocolate. To
And
warm
hot
the
chocolate.
belly. Good stuff.
Final breakfast on the Overland. So this is the Strive Mountain Muesli. Simply add water. Don't even have to heat it. How's it taste, mate?
Pretty good, actually.
Hit the spot. Another tick for Strive.
Yep.
So, 7 days on the Overland Track, eating Strive food, and overall thoughts?
It was really good, actually. The food was real. It was better than tasting the slop that backcountry produces. The downside was it will use a lot of gas pins. It takes up to 15 minutes to cook some of the meals, but you're rewarded with a meal you can actually stomach. And through this trip, it's the first time I actually ate everything. I like that it was also portion controlled as well, so you don't overpack your meals. But one of the other downsides is they can be a bit hard to open as well. When you're freezing cold, and even though they've got the little notches, you have to use your teeth to pry them open. So other than that, I give them a huge thumbs up.
And I'm a very fussy eater, and even I've sampled some of the dinner meals from Strive, and they are actually edible.
Yeah.
So if you're in the market for some hiking food, big thumbs up for Strive. It's
Huge thumbs up.
worth considering.
Yeah.
Well done, Strive.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get them again, for sure. What are you looking forward to most when you get back home?
Don't worry about getting back home. I'm just waiting to get to the visitor centre to have my Overlander
Smashed
burger.
out a hamburger.
We are going to smash that food down in no time
We
at all.
are so looking forward to real food.
I'm sick of
Yeah.
backcountry, dehydrated. I'm sick of pasta packs.
Actually, my food was good. I have to say. But I still want to smash down one of those Overland Track burgers.
Overlander burger
It's here we come.
has my name on it.
It's like we are written down.
Get
We
in my belly.
Get in my belly.
Got to get your priorities right at the end of the Overland. Whether you ferry out or walk out, priority number one is Overlander burger. Get out of my way. I'm going to smash a burger. We have earned it. Burgers. Yes. The Overlander burger. Get in my belly.
Real food.
Burger is in my belly. Yes.
Forgot to take a picture before, so I'm taking it after.